an unimaginably impressive feat.
I mean, it
is an incredibly impressive feat of technology, like technological advancements. The fact that they can like reuse boosters is crazy. Elon rocket just blew up. What do you mean? Show me. What do you mean Elon rocket blew up? Wait, no, not the one from the ISS, right?
Or just another rocket.
Wait, SpaceX is failing?
No. Hold on.
Wait a minute. 1 second. We got to take a look at this. Is there a live stream chat? Starship flag launch.
The
second attempt.
Chopsticks may have done their work on try to align themselves with where the booster was coming down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is. I
That's
think
on Twitter,
we saw.
I guess.
Maybe I'm imagining things, but I think we saw the chopsticks almost pivoting over at the catch. We will have to wait for
rewind. What happened? It blew up before it could.
Whoa, I think we. All right.
You can go out to nasaspaceflight.com. You can join the forum, join what we call L2, and we have some amazing writers that write articles that keep you up with all the things with the venting coming off.
Whoa, what the hell?
Lots of ways for you to join the NSF
Is this
Rocket Nerd family. This is a great
tracking any issues, you know, but news.
So,
this is
they got
complete opposite of what happened on Monday, right? Around this time, we had that triple hold call on the countdown, and it was like,
it's normal,
no,
it's cooling.
That's bad. So we don't want that to happen today, and so far it's looking like everything is smooth. But, you know, knock on wood.
You know, one of the big questions we get is where can we come to everybody knocking on their head? That's funny. Where can we come and watch the launch?
Go to the T. Okay. Oh, go to the launch. It's 12 minutes.
Seconds from now, the Shat have different plans.
Go for it.
Get to the
little over. If they are going through that, once that is confirmed,
looks like they're holding it.
They just troubleshoot a few minutes. And once they are confident, once everything looks good, they will progress. This is not. I
saw the vent on the side,
which means they're probably releasing the hold.
There's the DSS, I think.
That's hard
Detonation
to spot.
suppression system.
Yeah,
there we
watch
go.
for
Okay,
deluge.
watch out. Yeah.
And at this point, we will be quiet. See you on the other side.
What? It's so phallic.
Yes.
You can skip 3 minutes at least. So it just starts flying.
Pitching downrange away from
that, and the booster extend. We are. I mean, Alex. So far, so good, right? We are. Everything looking good. We are.
That hot watch out for the grid fins to turn.
Yeah, everything looking good here on the Raptor engines on the left. That's
8 minutes into the flight, you can see it blow.
Go for catch.
Bombs.
Oh.
They are go for booster catch.
No, that's normal. That's the booster.
That's the booster falling.
Yeah, that's the booster falling into the chopsticks, and the chopsticks are supposed to catch it.
They are. Look at that glow, Alex. Fantastic views.
That's so cool.
What was the payload?
Watch for the engines to ignite, and then they will shut down all but 3 for the final approach to the tower.
Let's see what happens.
What was on the? What did they have?
So let's see them burn.
In it,
Give us that beautiful flamethrower. I'm sorry. There it is.
There are the engines.
Landing burn ignition.
Ooh, goddamn, it's loud. Oh, it's a test flight. You got baited by chat. I mean, it's still important. Wake up, chat. Chat, wake up. I mean, this is still, by the way, an unimaginably impressive feat.
I mean,
it is an incredibly impressive feat of technology, like technological advancements. The fact that they can like reuse boosters is crazy.
Wow.
SpaceX and Blue Origin have launched dozens of test payloads with no details, but they're all huge and stay in orbit. It's not a pointless money pit at all. You're wrong.
Three
Another
times. Wow.
There we go.
And-
Very toasty. Look at that.
Look at that toasty booster, but also look in the bottom.
They just
right,
lost
you know,
contact
it's
with the
still
rocket, but
running
the
just
booster thing
fine.
worked. I mean, isn't the
Ship, it's
booster thing
still
what they're
going.
mainly caring about? What
Yeah,
they
Yeah,
mainly care
but
about
yeah,
now
because
anyway?
there's no. I don't think there's like any.
So on its
I don't think there is any payload
Not
unless
much,
like they
but
were.
The rest.
It would be an issue if they were also carrying humans.
The absolute,
Yeah, we sent the rocket into
absolute
space. Yeah, some
craziness of
humans on it. Yeah.
SpaceX to
We don't know
have
where they are.
multiple engines back, not on the boost back burn, and also some unsureness, and they are still committing for this, Alex. Whoo! That was interesting.
This is where it goes wrong.
Wow. I am honestly impressed.
Oh wait, or no, that's probably just that's
Oh.
normal, right?
Oh,
Oh.
Oh no, it's
That's the ship
the
rotating,
words
Alex.
you want to hear.
That's not nominal.
that doesn't look nominal. Yeah.
I'm so confused. Why
That
are people
is
finding this shit so
definitely a
novel? It's the
ship
catch. It's
out
the
of
catching
control.
mechanism that's novel.
And this
Successfully
is why they
being able to
don't
do it over and over
put,
again. That's
put it
novel. They've been
into
doing it
orbit.
for like a year now, but it's still new.
That
So we're still
looks
getting video down from
rather
the ship. You can see
interesting.
we've lost several engines and we've lost attitude control
It's
of the
tumbling.
vehicle.
This is the second launch in a row. They've lost altitude control over the ship. It rotating is normal. It wants to rotate and point in the other direction so we can slow down.
Look,
I
I
think
think
it's
that I
I
did
see a lot of
hear
people in
earlier,
chat talking
Adrian,
shit.
if you
But
allow
could any
me,
of you do
they
this?
called out on the
Continue to
nets.
stick with it.
Oh, sorry.
I mean,
Can
there
any
are
of you
there
do
are
this?
some rocket
They
scientists
called
in my
out
community.
FTS is
That's
safe,
right, I
which
didn't think
is
so.
weird.
Yeah,
You
no,
can
there are
see also
definitely
the-
rocket scientists in my
Uh,
community. My brother could do this as well.
That's what I'm hearing. Nobody could do
a
this.
Successful liftoff of the
No one.
8th test flight of Starship, followed by a successful stage separation. We saw the booster. Actually, you can see it just behind us here. The booster had a successful catch back at the tower. Unfortunately, it seems as though we lost the attitude control of the ship. We are standing by as we listen in.
I know she's
with the
saying
teams
altitude
on the nets
control,
to
but I just heard
understand,
attitude
what
control.
information we're able to provide you. We will provide that as soon as we are able, but it's pretty incredible to take a moment and see the booster just behind us. Certainly
Yeah.
a different view than last time.
And at this point, we've essentially lost contact with the ship. We're no longer receiving telemetry at this moment. So we were only about 20 seconds away or so from the end of that ship.
Bro, this
aspect
guy kind
when
of
we
looks
saw
like
several
he's
of
got the
engines start to
Asmongold
cut out. Once you lose
phenotype.
enough of the center
Yeah.
engine, you're going to lose attitude control, and so we did see the ship.
But he looks healthier.
start to
Like it
go
should go.
into a
It shouldn't
spin,
go
and
instead.
at
This
He
is-
does look
yeah.
healthier.
lost
This is what
contact
would
with
happen
the
if
ship.
Asmongold
So
You've
didn't
stepped
play
outside.
World of
For a little bit,
Warcraft.
just, I
Universe where
pretty obvious
Asmongold
we're not
sees
gonna
He
be
even
able to
kinda
do the rest
sounds
of the
like
mission
him.
today, but just give us a couple more minutes. We'll bring you more information as
Yeah.
it comes in.
Yeah. Yeah. Based.
Well, that was fun to watch from the roof. And it was not fun to watch.
Attitude control is correct. They mean they can't aim it.
So.
Not control is altitude. It's
Yeah,
coming
I
down
mean,
either way. But
gee,
if they
let's-
can't control the
let's
attitude, it's going
quickly
to smack
talk
the shit
through
out of
what
the
we have
atmosphere and
just
blow up.
I mean, what it looks like
I like
is
it. I love learning.
4 engines went out early.
Mhm.
That's almost looked like we had 4 engines out a bit early, and that started a
It
tumble
blowed up.
because, of course, that will give
No,
you
that's not true.
asymmetric thrust.
That's
And
not from
once
this
you're
time.
In the asymmetric thrust, you're
That seems
basically
as-
starting to tumble, and they
So
lost altitude
we were-
control.
That's old.
Yeah,
So-
similar to what happened on Flight 7 on the way. We don't know the reasons why, obviously, but yeah, the inner 3 engines can gimbal. The vacuum optimized Raptors. Look at that beautiful ship hanging off the chopsticks booster. They are fixed, right? So the vacuum optimized. So if they have to do massive attitude control maneuvers, they do them with the sea level engines. And as soon as one engine out, they can still control it, but 2 engines out, one sea level just can't handle it, and it will go into, as you say, asymmetric thrust, which will start the vehicle tumbling. I just caught a
Yeah.
bit of that as I came back into the studio.
Yeah, it's of course we are standing by for SpaceX to say more and like give us a good overview of what happened.
Yeah.
There's but yeah.
Now, was
Adrian,
I correct?
I think.
Go ahead, Alex.
Sorry. I was gonna say there's at least some things that we are sure.
FFA was refusing takeoff for this launch because the last one shit the bed before Elon was in power, though. Starship test flight 8 appeared to have suffered an anomaly. Video taken from the cruise ship in the Florida Straits. Flights diverting away from the active debris field in Bahamas. Oh, this is happening in real time. Is that? Yeah, flights beginning to divert away from the Starship's active debris field. Pilots were told they would be holding for approximately 90 minutes. That's crazy.
Under DEI.
Yeah, that's what
happened.
I mean, yeah.
That rocket would have made it. These planes would be going where they
don't
need
have
to go.
enough. They don't have
Everybody
enough
would be fine.
Gay people.
But wokeness is gone, and so we lost it.
Yeah, I see that. I see that, and I hear that, and I believe that.
Please hold space for it.
Yeah. We need to do more bodies, more gay bodies in spaces, literally in space.
We're about, right? That we can talk about here. That booster looks a little bit off from what we saw on previous landings. You may notice that it's actually sort of to the side of the tower. That is not how it landed on previous occasions.
Is that it?
Which means the chopsticks may have done their work on try to align themselves with where the booster was coming down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is. I think we saw. Maybe I'm imagining things, but I think we saw the chopsticks almost pivoting over at the catch. We will have to wait for replays, and we will have to wait and see for that. But I think we saw a rapid movement of the chopsticks right before the catch to get the booster. But I mean, good. Let's talk about the successful part here first.
Yep.
They caught another booster. That's the good part here.
All right, so coming back with you real quick. So can confirm we did lose contact with the ship.
Whoa.
No,
that's not real.
Unfortunately, this happened last time too, so we've got some practice at this now.
It's not nighttime.
A lot of measures in place, like debris response areas, where we coordinate very closely.
It's 6:55 p.m. over there, and it's not daylight savings yet. I don't know. Wait, that one, but that's fake. I mean,
that's fake. This one is real. Yeah, it's not. No, I don't think that's real. But it's a cool video. Yeah, I love that Twitter is the media now. It's so great.
It's a cool man. Emhud, you're right. You're right.
I love that you are the media now, chat. Okay, which means take a whole bunch of fake shit.
Yeah, once upon a time there was like 3 guys in a control room with 50 years of experience between them working in the belly of NBC, and now there's Hasan's chat.
Yeah, or like your neighbor that you feel uncomfortable around with a blue check mark account on Twitter. You know what I mean?
Those are the 2 options.
Yeah, that's the guy. That's the guy who's going to give you
guy who's been asked politely to leave from more events than he can count.
Yeah, guy who's guy who you've noticed is acting real creepy around your daughter's friends. You know, that guy has an account with 300,000 followers, and he's constantly pumping AI videos on it.
Air traffic control. We have a lot of measures put before we ever launch a rocket to make sure that we're keeping the public safe. Those worked last time, and they're actively in work right now. So just to recap real quick, everything we saw, we lifted off right at the top of our window, essentially at 5:30 p.m. Central Time. Booster was able to get us all the way up into space.
Dog, saying the booster is fine is ridiculous. The entire point of this is to have a successful payload mission so that you can inevitably put things in it and then inevitably put humans in it. Obviously, if it fucking spirals out of control, then this was a failure. And it's fine. Obviously, it's never going to be 100%. You're going to fail a million times until you succeed. It's just a normal part of the process of scientific discovery, normal part of these sorts of technological advancements in general. I do not think that this is a waste of time or resources at all. Having said that, however, fuck Elon Musk, obviously. That's number one. And I will be actively searching for reasons as to why he is single-handedly responsible for the failure of this mission. Because I am a petty bitch.
I already have my answer. They took out the
The payload is the easy part. That's why they didn't bother making it work for this launch. Wait, what do you mean? No, the entire point of this is so that the fucking payload, they can actively show that the payload doesn't turn into debris. Oh, I'm fucking around. Oh, okay. I thought you were being serious. Because like in the past, the initial goal was to make sure that the boosters can return and be reused. That's a huge deal. It's a major cost-saving initiative as well. And eventually, you could technically have it on other areas, like maybe on other planets, maybe in the future. You know what I mean? Like something crazy like that. Some real sci-fi shit. Have it on the moon. Build a fucking moon base.
What do we do with it, though? What's on the moon that we need? That's never been made clear to me. And I saw the movie Moon, and it didn't answer that either.
I think it's cool to just go there, chill.
I agree it's cool to go there. I just don't know if it's like I need to, like you know.
What's also interesting about that, actually, ironically enough, is that in the process of failing during the scientific discovery, during the technological advancements that are being implemented, you get a lot of new tech that you can use that turn into like, you know, commercialized commodities, right? Space missions are good for that.
Well, yeah, like Velcro. Is like I've been the one to bring up that like it comes out of the space program and military research or whatever.
And it's interesting because like, you know who should know better than to constantly advocate to cut NIH funding, for example? A guy who fails all the fucking time. Elon Musk.
Yeah, but you see the NIH is gay.
Yeah.
Gay.
Like that's what pissed me off so much. Like a fucking billionaire who is only around because of government subsidies, turning around and being like government subsidies are woke and gay and that we should cut my taxes more, pisses me off. It pissed me off so much. Like, you are such a piece of shit, dude. You are such a goddamn piece of shit. A guy who's like made his entire career around renewable energies and then turning around and being like, yeah, no, I'm actually lined up with the most like pro fossil fuel administration in recent history. False narrative. It's not a false narrative. It's 100% correct. Correct the record if you got anything. Okay. Don't come in here and be like, that's a false narrative. Just say what is false. I hate this. SpaceX sucks, bro. NASA does this cheaper and they know what they're doing. SpaceX is far more expensive. I'm against all space privatization. No, I wish. Wouldn't Tesla have died without the government? Yes. Without the credit swap scheme that the government created, Tesla would not have been subsidized.
Made its way back here. It's sitting on the tower right behind us, our third ever catch. Starship ignited all 6 of its Raptor engines. It was just about 20 or 30 seconds away. We'll get exact times from the end of its ascent burn when we started to see some engines go out on ship, eventually lost attitude control, and then lost contact with the ship shortly after. So obviously a lot to go through, a lot to dig through. We're going to go right at it. The primary reason we do these flight tests is to learn. We have some more to learn about this vehicle, but we're going to be right back here in the not too distant future, and we're going to get a ship to space.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. We fly to learn, and we're learning a lot. And as is the case with developmental programs such as the Starship
we fly
program,
to learn, and we learn to fly.
Linear. So at this point, we're going to close out our webcast for the day. But before we do, we'd like to give a shout out to our
They're nerds,
viewers.
bro. They're fucking STEM kids. What do you mean? Don't expect them to be poetic. Yeah, the purpose of a moon base is to use the moon as a launch pad for Mars as a cheaper launch zone for its lower gravity. That makes sense. But what the fuck are we gonna do on Mars?
That's what I just don't.
But
like,
they might have. Well, they found water, right? They found ice in Mars.
I mean, but it's like also like the time scale that like we could like terraform or do any of this stuff. The resources required. It's like. How about we figure out our shit down here first? Like if we had world communism by now, like maybe Mars would be.
I think we could do that if we had world communism right now. Yeah, Gil Scott Heron over here. Why are we fucking spending money on sending people to the moon, sending people to space?
I am pro space exploration, and
Me
I think
too.
it like rewards us and gives us stuff. However, I also think that. Like my ability to drive a car at 17, it's a privilege, and you can earn that privilege with good behavior, like world communism.
Okay, fair. All right, no No more space exploration until we have globo homo communism.
Exactly.
Yeah.